Scandinavia, which is Norway B's home map here. Plogan and Conk Forever, again, both players in the stable in the 1700s 1v1 elo, whereas we have Sostratus here at 1900 plus, and Swedish Troll didn't really return anything on the rank command, so I'm just going to check that quickly as well. They said sec please. So Swedish Troll's 1v1 rating is 1726 right now, so he's roughly at the same elo level as Kong Forever and Plogan here. But now, this is Scandinavia. We have the players spawning on the same side of the pond now, or the waters. So we'll likely be seeing Norway B docking the right-hand side or the upper side, and then RFR docking the lower side. And we might see some water fighting, we might not, we'll see. Speaking of civs though, we have Plogan here with the Lithuanians. Fantastic cavalry civ, and also good for hybrid maps, considering that they could justify going straight to wood early on, because Lithuanians start with plus 150 food. So you have an easier time getting that dock up nice and early, like Plogan is doing just now, and getting your fish boom going. Survivalist has a build for 4 lakes with Lithuanians, where you essentially go 23 pop cast lage and rely on the fish boom for night's production. And that's something that Plogan could pull off here as well, actually, because this is also a hybrid map that has some kind of resemblances to 4 lakes in terms of the fish boom. So going for an early lock here, I think Plogan is the first one to dock of all the players here. So that's certainly going to boost his builder numbers and food counts as we go along. Kong Forever playing the archer's role again, is going with the Malay for this one. So Malay, they go up to the ages 66% faster, which is already a great bonus to have. They have lots of water bonuses going for them as well. Their fish traps are free, and no, not free, but they're never expiring. You don't need to refresh them. Fish traps cost less, and they provide unlimited food. So Talos accuracy for docks as well, if you want to go into that for further defense of your fish boom in the late game. So good contestants for water fighting here. On the other hand, we have Sostratus here with the Vikings for this one. As we know, very solid naval civ as well. Vikings, they get longboats, they're a unique unit on water, but they don't get Fire Galley in the fuel age, so that's something to consider as well. That is one way to punish the Vikings in the feudal age. But Vikings, I mean, Scandinavia, if you look at the woodlines here, granted Sostratus has some very forward resources here, but this one a little bit more in the back. Should have an easy time just walling off his main base here and go pretty straight, conventional, fast cast with Vikings here. Almost losing 1 villagers, but he's fine. But note Plogan's villager count though is already with 2 fish out and has a 2 villager lead over everyone else here. Should have a very nice and healthy food eco going for him. Here's the dock for Kong Forever as well, walling in the villager just in case she doesn't have loom. And it's a good dock placement as well, has a short way to go to lots of the deep fish here. I like this dock placement a lot actually. Swedish Troll with the dock as well. Yeah, seems to have good access to the deep fish. All of the players with decent docks here finding a good placement near the short fish as well to take that, as we see Plogan is doing over here. But finally, I didn't introduce Swedish Troll playing the cavalry role for RFR here with Persians. Fantastic sim for these hybrid maps. They have faster working TCs and docks starting in the feudal age onwards with an exponential rise in percentage. So from the feudal age, Persian docks and town centers will work 10% faster into 15 and 20% for the next 2 ages. Kong is making a noble sacrifice of his scouts now, at least he was able to find Swedish Troll's location. And yeah, that's about it. Noble scout sacrifice there. Still Kong with the population lead though. On his team, and went 23 to 21 here. That's of course due to the fact that some players are going after Plogan, and Sostratus going to the feudal ages, I think. We may have some feudal aggression planned here. Take some HP off Swedish Troll Scout here in Plogan's base, and Swedish Troll just chilling out, gathering what intel he can. Barracks going up for Plogan. Does he want to go into the scouts here for Scandinavia? He hasn't got the gold yet, so that would suggest that he wants to go for some kind of feudal investment here. They flare the north side. Kong has spotted, or Logan has spotted. Kong has spotted that Sostratus has docked the upper side here. Second dock even for Sostratus with the Vikings here. That seems awfully ballsy here to go for that kind of aggression now, but they want to take Malay off water, obviously, with their fantastic potential for fish boom, so I can see how that's a reasonable investment to make. Conqueror with a nice villager lead here though, just about to reach the feudal age. 3, 4, 5 fish for Kong. I think he has the most fish of all the players here. Certainly will need to and have to contest water. Only 1 dock for Kong against 2 of the Vikings here. Double dock galley production for Sostratus. Meanwhile, we have Swedish Troll laming Plogan's gold in Plogan's home base here. What a lamer, man. I don't think Plogan's going to be too stressed out about it. 3 golds in the same spot here. It's going to take a lot of walling for Swedish Troll to stop this from happening. Let's see, Plogan still has his starting scout somewhere as well, but he's forward with some scouts and spears here, so this forward lane from Swedish Troll here is actually going to force Plogan to get home and react, I think, unless he wants to use only this one. 1 tower on the woodland. Swedish Troll really seems to love his towers, and it works as well. Takes Plogan effectively off 1 woodland here. There are 4 or 5 other woodlands to flee to though, so that shouldn't be a huge issue. Meanwhile, we have fire galleys of Kong fighting against the Vikings galleys here, and I think Sostratus may have taken out 1 or more of Kong's fish here, but now Kong is with 2 docks as well and committing to the water fighting as he has to do at this point. Looking at Kong's base, he's been doing some walling as well, has an opening here, I'm sure he's aware of that. Uh-oh. He's not. So Kong is almost full walled here, has the wall on the backside, but he really needs to scout this area as well, otherwise it's just free territory for Swedish Trolls cavalry later on to just run in and have some fun in Kong's base in the north here. Or Sostratus archers for that matter, which I suspect he will be going into after taking the water fights here in the north. Vikings docks are cheaper, but it's still a huge investment of Sostratus to go into double docks on the other side while also going for some fish on the south side. That's 3 docks for the Vikings player and some army investment as well. That should delay Sostratus's castle age click up, even being Vikings with instant wheelbarrow. Kong with 4 military on water now, Sostratus with 4 as well, but having both of the docks in the corner here, he can't really hit and run either because there's no... He'd have to hit a move towards Kong's fire galleys here, so that's not an easy task for Sostratus. It doesn't seem to... He is patiently stacking up on units here. I see the blacksmith as well. I'm not sure if Sostratus has fletching yet, but we'll see soon enough once the units pop out here. Fletching is indeed in, that's going to help with the damage output, but look at the galleys here, they run. As mentioned, they can't go to the back here with this dock placement, so they will run straight into Kong's fire galleys here. Kong gets a beautiful demo shot in here as well, and shows his hybrid map skills here for sure. Army domination for Kong in the north here, another demolition ship. I think it may have taken out his own fish as well, but who cares. Kong is going to win back water here for sure. As Sostratus is still committing, I think that's not ideal here. Is he queuing galleys at home now instead, or is he still queuing galleys here? He is indeed. He's trying to sneakily pull them away, but he's fighting with inferior numbers here, so At best, he will be able to contest a little bit of Plogan's fish income, but that's not really anything mentionable here. Alright, he does get some more fish of Kong. Good value from Sostratus after all then, from his 2 docks in the north to delay or obstruct Kong's food eco quite a bit. Kong with 12 on food now. That has to be the hunt, I guess. He's taking hunt extensively. Okay, so good adaptation from Kong here. To while losing the fish to mill all of the hunts over here instead. So he has somewhat consistent food income still. And may also be looking at a not too late cast stage click here. Plogan is likely to be the first one to go up here though. And Plogan not needing to focus on water necessarily is walling off and going to be the first one to the cast stage, and will be providing knights to the field. Yet again, one woodline will be obstructed. There's still this one to be fleeing to on this one though, but the more chunky ones are at risk here for Plogan. Let's see if he can't see the tower going up. He will notice soon enough. Good call by Swedish Troll, by the way, to go for the towers here when Plogan is more or less full walled. It's a good way to deny resources, not having to commit army to it. Second tower even, so Plogan will either have to counter tower here, or but I think he wants to go into a castle instead, because he's floating lots of stone here now. Kong now with some archers on land as well is going to contest Swedish Troll's wood eco here, I think. Let's see Kong scouting here what he will find. He doesn't know all that much about Swedish Troll's side. He sees woodlands, he sees choppers, and that's where he's gonna hit. Archers with fetching, only 4 archers, but more than enough to take Swedish Troll's attention away from their forward still. And we'll have to react on this woodline, of course. I like that lumber camp, it's sort of out of range of the feudal archers here, so... We have Sostratus and Plogan on the way to the next ages now, so whereas Swedish Troll, the Persians player, is committing to a prolonged feudal age here. He's not too far off that click either though, but going to have to wait a bit. Sostratus and Kong with equal archers numbers here, but Kong not paying attention, going to lose his numbers to the Vikings archers here. The dogs are more or less out of the picture in the right hand side here for Sostratus, and Kong has successfully reclaimed water here and can go into the fish boom again. Cast stage on the way for Kong as well. He is ballet, so he's going more quickly through the ages. House walls, but still a gap near the woodline here, noticed a bit too late for Plogan. Now quite a few Persian scouts here to harass Plogan's eco. It's the same kind of playstyle that Kong Forever was subjected to in the previous Arabia game. And some builders going down for Plogan here. However, Plogan is in the cast stage, can get both the knights, and if he wants, pikemen out, and should be able to hold off this with no problem. Let's see Plogan's resources here. He did have lots of stone, but I think he went into defensive towers, or is it forward castle? It is. And this is going to cause trouble for Swedish Troll here. The cast stage will be researched in time. It's not going to be enough to deny this TC from... or kill this TC before castle age, but look at this castle placement. It's an awesome castle from Plogan forward here, denying 2 golds of Swedish Troll here, almost the third as well. Swedish Troll committing to stone walls here to keep their aggression out. It's amazing. As Spearman trying to delay the castle a slight little bit, but that's only going to be 1 villager loss at most for Plogan. Meanwhile, scouts still in Plogan's base, of course taking some kills here, but the water has been freed up on this side. Plogan with 2 dogs could easily invest into water control here. RFR, they are focusing heavily on one player now. They are doubling Plogan. These scouts are more or less out of the picture for Swedish Troll here. Plogan has to garrison to stay away from the crossbows forward here. No upgrades whatsoever on the knights yet. And another forward tower by Swedish Troll here. I wonder if Swedish Troll wants to go into guard tower here with all these towers forward. Nevertheless, the castle is down forward for Plogan, and look at the forward TC. He's just okay. You're denying my farms and some resources at home. I'll just place the TC right next to your base and take your gold and woods. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, we have Kong with a nice forward with his Malay crossbows here. Kong Forever and Sostratus roughly equal in population. Kong also with a sneak villager here, wanting to dock the side here, but got spotted by Sostratus, so it's not going to take that one just yet. Forward siege workshop for Kong as well is going to really try and punish the Vikings player here now. Kong with more crossbows than Sostratus here, so putting up a good showing here, Kong Forever. He is contesting the army numbers of Sostratus for sure, because his with superior numbers with equal upgrades, actually Kong has the defense as well. And now a Mangonel. We see Kong queuing up rams as well. He wants to take out this production here, so a couple of rams here could take out these archery ranges rather quickly. So Sostratus, even with the Vikings' strong eco here, is in a bit of a pickle with being down 20 population to Kong, whereas Plogan's forward castle is rendering quite a bit of Swedish Troll's farm eco useless here. And the forward is also put to a halt as Swedish Troll is placing a forward castle on Plogan. So they're doing a bit of a base trade here. Stone walls are on the castle, no way that Plogan denies this one. But he could still... yeah, he can't do anything about this. What a weird game, back and forth with castles on either side here. Just full forward on both sides. Let's see Sostratus and Kong's Mangonel Micro here. Kong! Yeah, pulls away, but just not in time here. That's 1 for 0 trade, but we also have 3 battering rams pushing here. Mangonel will contest that, but Sostratus will in exchange lose production capabilities. It's only producing villagers right now. So Kong is dominating army-wise over Sostratus. Plogan and Swedish Troll 3D equal as well. And Plogan, considering the pressure he's been under, is adapting nicely here with new TCs and some forward pressure with the castle and taking the enemy gold instead here. Sostratus has to address to the situation at home and has these crossbows just chilling out, while Plogan makes use of his forward castle to go into Lightis here for some raids. Rams doing work as well, Sostratus losing all of his ranges here, which is arguably quite huge. The university was denied as well, so no ballistics for Sostratus. He's left with only 1 range, and that's about to go down here. Look at the economy, he can't even produce anything now, aside from villagers. So trying desperately to boom into it here, but fails to provide enough army to contest Kong. Just look at the numbers, 39 to 21 here, and Sostratus has lost all of his ranges and doesn't have wood to place a new one. So this is on his Persian teammate now to provide some military and to try and contest Kong here, but Swedish Troll is down to 5 military, and Norway B are putting up a great show on their home map Scandinavia here. 1 Mangonel just pushing here for Kong. Imagine just a wall in between here as well, so the Mangonel can't be focused down. That would be amazing. But it doesn't seem to be contested at this point anyway. Water still untouched for both teams on either side here. We have a flare in the middle, Kong running in with crossbows on Swedish Troll now, diminishing these villager numbers. Villager count is dead even among the players, but Kong Forever is just dominating with crossbow numbers here, so that's the army numbers is what's going to be decides this game, I think. So I think, well, army numbers and expansion is cues to how Norway B seems to be winning this. Because Plogan under pressure at home, he did build a new TC further down, saving his villagers from Sostratus' archers, and also forcing Swedish Trolls to react at home by dropping a castle forward instead of defensively in the middle of all of the towers here. So 39 to 22 military. Let's look at the archery range counts for Sostratus. No archery ranges whatsoever. Going full siege defense here now. And yeah, if he loses the military numbers, if he loses these crossbows, Sostratus will have virtually no army left. And then what does he do? Plugin is providing some cavalry here as well. No upgrades whatsoever on the mounted units though, so that's a bit of a concern when up against any kind of ranged or melee attack. But this pressure on the Vikings player, I think Kong, Forever and Plugin are doing the right thing here, pressuring the presumed stronger player here. Also the forward castle, until Sostratus can reach the Imperial Age, that the castle is not going to be easily contested as well. So main focus on the top side, but also getting some villager pickoffs here and raids with a few crossbows from Kong. Nice, splitting up the army like that. Mangonel 1 for 1, okay, takes a few losses there. Kong has +2 defense now, so he can almost handle one Mangonel shot actually. Seems to be a little bit of game lag here as well. But imagine the gold and wood investment for Sostratus here. He's lucky to have the golds where he has them. Backstone as well, still a gold over here. It's not going to be taken off gold easily here, but his thesis and his production is severely impaired. He finally has some ranges up again in the back of the base here, so he's going to try and replenish the numbers. Wood and gold counts looking good. And obviously good defense here. Let's see if Kong can snipe that castle foundation. That would be awesome. My PC burning, there's this Kong. Oh, was this before the new PC Kong? I see, I see. Kong taking the trades here is doesn't have any mangonels anymore. Sending for one, I'm not sure if he's... I don't think he can contest this castle from going up, but the damage has been done. They forced the castle of Sostratus. Kong keeps the villager lead, the population lead. Military numbers are evening out though, but this castle has to go up. 1 for 1 Mangonel. 0 for 0 actually. And even more villagers kills there for Kong, so keeps the castle from going up even a little bit further, but there it's up, and that's going to stop the archers forward. Another forward castle from Swedish Troll here. So, okay, you castle my base, I castle yours, seems to be the theme here. Not your standard conventional Persians play here by going scouts into towers, into whatnot here from Swedish Troll, but it's certainly annoyed Plugin quite a bit here. Plugin still ahead of Swedish Troll in terms of villager numbers though, has to relocate a bit yet again. But forward pressure is real as well, with some lighties and rams over here and making life awkward for Swedish Troll here. This is a Persian TC though, you need quite a few rams to contest it. Can you check KD? Yes. It's here. KD pretty even as well, actually. So Kong, Perv and Sostratus are matching in population and army numbers. As we have some run in the north. Kong has made the Imperial Age though. He is Malay, so he gets up through the ages faster as well. And obviously having Arbalists provides a huge power spike here. Could contest a little bit of this wood. I think Kong wants to take out some fish now with the Arbalest. Or is just sneaking around to find an opening on the backside of Sostratus' base. Let's see the eco tabs here as well. Craziest game I've ever seen, yeah. It's not your most conventional scouts and archers play, to say the least. I'm not even sure who's winning this, because they're both pressuring each other. 3 forward castles now for Swedish Troll. Is he going war elephants or what? And forcing Plugin yet again to relocate here. Is still a gold here to be taken for Plugin though. And Kong now with the Arbalest sneaking around here. Let's see what Kong is up to. He finds a gold, so his scouting is on point here. This is quite exposed as well, but the castle going up for Sostratus may be suspecting some archers to sneak around here. And yeah, adding some forward production here for extended Arbalests. Sostratus right around the corner with Imperial Age here to get to the Arbalest himself. Kong can't really contest this castle from going up. He could get back to the gold here and get some value of these 12 Arbesto, or try to pick off as many crossbow numbers as possible. Let's see what Kong chooses to do here. There's no reason not to... Kong? Wake up and smell the coffee. You need to at least try and get some shots in here, Kong. Jesus. What a waste. Yeah, lots of things going on here. We're not gonna blame Kong for that. Look at Plogen with the ram push though. 5 rams to try and contest the castle here of Sostratus. And this forward castle, crucial for Sostratus to keep his eco safe here and his production safe as well. Numbers though, military numbers, Kong forever still keeping the edge over Sostratus here. Sostratus does have our blessed and I think Bracer in as well, yes. As the ram push is real on this side. What's going on the Persian side? Defensive castle even for Swedish Troll here. Some towers. No way Kong's Arbalest are getting any free hits in here, but gets maybe a few wilder pickoffs here. Stone walls. Probably a tower attempt of Swedish Troll over here, just playing full crazy annoyance. Look at all the purple across the map here. I think his task is just to be annoying, just like Lux in China team games. Swedish Troll is the maximum annoying player of on fire of RFR here. Villagers battering down the ramps now, some clearing here and there. Towers on Kong's ego. Look at all these towers from Swedish Troll, man. So we're looking at a long game here. We're at 44 minutes now. And still no end to it. It's a massive villager lead for Norway though. Kong forever with 134 villagers, probably going into the fish boom sooner rather than later as well. Needs to contest the towers of Swedish Troll, but here comes a defensive castle, so Kong should be fine at this side at home for now. Skirmishers from both teams here now. Are they struggling for gold? So Stratus and Swedish Troll still have gold access, no problem. And Berserkers now added to deal with the Rams for Sostratus. So, but Swedish Troll seems to be struggling with villager population here, probably with economy as well. So that's a huge factor to consider for the late game. If you can't produce units and provide for your team, that's going to be an issue, as we see Togen with the Lithuanians here now going to contest the relics. Doesn't have any relics yet, and with multiple stables producing here, so that allows for some raiding potential on, especially on Sostratus' base here. So, something that could certainly change the game. One TC goes down here. Was that the castle taking that one out? I think so. Oh yeah, Kong, so that Archer's micro was PC lag, and we too. Makes sense. Bombard cannons pushing here as well from the melee, and just look at the Knight's flow that's about to go. Cap Ram in for Plogen as well. They really want the Vikings player out of the game here, as for the Persians player. Yeah, this has to be Norwegian Norway B's game here now. Cap Ram push on this side, Bombard cannons, Archers on this side. Norway dominating in military now, 46-13 against 10 and 1 here. Some Trebs pushing, of course, for Sostratus. I don't think Kong keeps this castle up, but he is pop-capped. Something that cannot be said about Sostratus and Swedish Troll here. Towers being annoying, obviously. Keeps even, or guard towers. But you can't negate the fact that Plogen and Kong forever have a massive military lead here now. Plogen has somehow stabilized as well and is able to provide multiple knights production here. And will be contesting... oh, War Elephant! Will be contesting Swedish Troll with Siege and Knights on this side as well. Swedish Troll with 10 idols, 3 military only, and 56 villagers. Kong's defensive castle also denying the forward towers here to some extent. Kong forever has 26-27 idols though, but that's not the main factor here now. 156 villagers total. Fish traps in the making as well, in the work as well. Overall eco looks very much healthier for Norway than for RFR here. Not sure what's up on this side. We're going to go for trade on land here. Why not just trade on the water? As you... that would never be able to be raided. So yeah, Norway wants to get some more gold income going through trade here, but I think given the current circumstances, military numbers, should still be the Norway beats game here. Outpost in the north of Kong for some added vision here. He already knows about the castle. Is he going to wall up here to actually restrict access for Sostratus to move out here? Look at this. This is a great wall of Kong right here. He's using his stone not for castles but for walls to deny enemy entrance to their side. There's a bit of a push from Sostratus on Kong's base now though, for 3, 4, 5 trebs pushing and a castle going up. Going to hurt Kong's economy a bit here, but look at the numbers. Kong with 50 more villagers than Sostratus here. Kong is not going to mind losing another 30 for army space here. I think he has very much consistent army production here. Main TC lost for Swedish Troll here. Castle will go down as well, and Swedish Troll 52 population. Villagers only 2 military here. The only thing he can do is be annoying and is bring out another war elephant here, just for the fun of it, I guess. It's going to have to be Sostratus carrying this game home for RFR here. Military numbers equal between Kong Perv and Sostratus though. Sostratus losing a few villagers, Kong as well obviously, but he wants that... Anyway, Cavalier is in for Plogan now, and it's only a matter of getting the defensive buildings down or just running in with substantial numbers of Cavaliers here and raid the economy of Sostratus, and they will struggle to sustain the forward here. Sostratus with very much consistent skirms production here though. 7 ranges total producing skirms here, full trash. No mentionable gold income here for Sostratus. And still 4 trebs pushing here, something that Plogan's responsibility will be to deal with those. There's only skirmishers and trebuchets here, so Plogan, yeah, that's the castle obviously, but Plogan with the... at least with the castle age upgrades for the Cavaliers here, could soon just run in and deal with this for Kong. Shouldn't be an issue. You could try to take out the skirms at least, but Kong doesn't seem too worried here about losing some villagers. He has had a massive villager lead anyway. I'm just looking at all the purple on the map here. Seems to be an end to the Swedish Trolls towering here. No, there's a tower over here as well. It's the Imperial Age Tower Rush. And yeah, another TC down for Kong. Some tributes being sent to Swedish Troll here, maybe to try and boom back into the game. But Plogan's Cavalier are on spot here as well. Roughly equal scores between Plogan and Swedish Troll here, but still much more villagers for Plogan. And here come the Cavaliers to run into the skirms and take out the trebs. And that's just so much gold down the drain for Sostratus here. Trebs can't garrison inside castles either, right? So these should go down, and then Sostratus will struggle a lot for gold to replenish this. They still have docks on water, so they could try and get some trade rolling on water or something for a gold comeback here. But overall population though, Kong for every 150, Plogan 100. Sostratus and Swedish Troll with lower population overall here. Most of the army of Sostratus about to go down, which will leave Kong and Plogan with a huge military lead here. Relic count only at 1 for Plogan here, but if he can snag some more, he's in a good position to have even stronger Cavaliers on the field. Plogan's food and gold eco seems to sustain decent production of Cavaliers here as well, so his army numbers are just going to grow here. And then there's the Sec Please is called, and Plogan helping to deal with the towers inside Kong space as well. And some Malay skirmishers firing away to the castle here. That's going to take them a while. Malay Light Cab, when was the last time you saw those? They aren't really the most viable in the game. They have very little armor overall. Kong with a sneaky TC on this gold of Sostratus here. So Imperial H TC rush here as well. I feel like Swedish Troll is more or less out of the game. He has a little bit of reboom going on here, but considering he's down to 62 population, I think it's the right call to keep pushing Sostratus here. Sostratus, who is still in a position to keep making some army here, but the eco doesn't look too bright after all. Mainly skirmishes here in among the castles. And Logan, although still... No, he has the Imperial H armor upgrade here now. And I think he knows that Sostratus is mining gold over here, so he's going for the gold and going to obstruct Sostratus' gold income a little bit again. Raids, yeah, no way Swedish Troll is going to be allowed back into the game. They are incredibly enough in the lead here though. Sostratus with a 452 to 340 KD here, massively higher than both Kong and Plogan here, so that's some next level defense right there from Sostratus. However, collected villager count and collected population still higher for Norway B here. So both Scandinavian teams putting up a good fight on Scandinavia here. Kong going for relics as well. He should give those away to Plogan. Plogan needs those for his cavalry. Trade seems to be rolling. Let's see at the actual trade units. Good. Let's see. Kong's, for example, this trade units 1, whereas Plogan has none actually. So the trade hasn't really kicked in yet for Norway. Norway B. Good raids here by Light Cab from both Kong and Plogan though. Idles again, the economy of Sostratus here, who now has the village lead, incredibly enough. And very limited map control, still contesting Kong's home base here though. But they're holding water and Kong has the fish traps to provide him with food. Plogan going into skirmishers as well now. Is that a play here? It's going into the Lithuanian's trash. Could be a preemptive call to deal with a halberdier switch as well against Plogan's cavalry play here. Very healthy production for both Plogan and Kong here though, although it's mainly trash and I mean light cab and skirmishes here. You need army to contest the enemy, so Stratus with 56 military low. I don't even understand how he's doing it. He's keeping consistent production here, keeping his castles up, pushing with trebs and units here. And meanwhile, Swedish Troll has put up some stone walls all over here to make the trade route real awkward for Norway B here. Forever with the skirmisher raids on Swedish Troll as well. They're all over the place here. Swedish Troll down to 33 population. Is actually on the brink of being defeated here, but meanwhile we have some stables in the north as well. Kong going for the light cab raids here. 35 on food, none on gold, none on stone. Well, 1 on gold, that's the one trade card I think. As Plogan is bringing in his cavalier and light cab yet again to try and keep the army numbers of Sostratus down here. 24 villagers for Swedish Troll though. 2 TCs here, desperately trying reboom. And Kong Forever knows about only 1 of those, but still going to take Swedish Troll a good while to get back into it. Just look at the food count here. Needs to place a lot more farms to and get them to kick in for that to work. And needs obviously more villagers as well. There's so much going on here, I don't even know where to focus anymore. But castles of Sostratus certainly a concern here. Somehow we found some gold to mix some Arvlests into the mix as well. Attack alerts everywhere here. You can just tap the middle key anytime. And Plogan not with the numbers, not with numbers enough to contest the skirms here, especially since they have Arbalest in the mix as well. Does go for the trap though. I think the trap goes down, so if Plogan is able to snipe this one, it's going to be a great trade. 12 HP, almost a kill, but just not quite. Kong saves 1 TC over here. Swedish Troll still at 23 pop, and yet just being contested by Plogan and Kong here again. Here come the Trebs of Plogan as well, going to take out these 2 Persian TCs, we'd have to assume. Even with the hill bonus here. It's within range of Swedish Troll's TC, what the heck? So the TC arrows could actually kill this Treb. Yeah, I think Logan doesn't mind TC arrows here for his traps. He's just going to contest the reboom of Swedish Troll. He's gonna look at the villager numbers, 19 here. Swedish Troll is quite close to being defeated actually, so there's no way they're allowing Persians back into the game here. And that's probably going to be what causes the GG in the end as well, because without no teammate, you just can't contest the fact that your opposing team has 400 collected population, whereas you will only have 200 yourself. This eco is also begging to be raided, and Kong has the stables up here. I think he's going to wait for some numbers, maybe nonsense in 1 by 1. Still going to be annoying, obviously. Skirms raids in the north here. Arbs will need to be contested first, or maybe the Treb. But overall economy looking bad for Sostratus as well here now. No gold. No stone, obviously. Has the builders, has the means to produce trash still, but his teammate Swedish Troll is the issue here, being down to 16 builders now. Losing the reboom, not losing the TC for now, but I don't think Sostratus can carry this home. They're probably looking at the score here and look at the KD. 642, 429 for Sostratus here. It's just amazing KD. Refusing to give up here with the game crossing the 1 hour 11 minute mark. But Plogan still will be able to provide some cavaliers to the fight here. 19 on gold, so he has some trade running, and 35 on food. It's just a matter of army numbers here, and Kong with a bit of a reboom to the north here at 78 villagers now. So Stratus consistently extending the boom, going into pikes now. But both Kong and Plogan have ranges as well, so they could go into more skirms to contest the Vikings pikemen that are only pikemen after all, and probably don't have the unique technology either. They don't even have full upgrades, so they shouldn't be a threat to Lithuanians cavaliers, albeit only with 1 relic here. So Stratus with the skirmishers masses in the trade route of Kong and Plogan here, but being contested by cavaliers and light cav here now, sends in even more impressive army production of the Sostratus here. Kong with roughly the same numbers as well, and doing a bit of a surround here. Castle on this hill, securing some very much needed map control. And Kong says 5 pop. Swedish Troll is at 6 population total here. So I think it seems like that's the main objective of Norway B here. They want to defeat Swedish Troll here. Whereas Sostratus keeps spamming trash armies here and making life real awkward for Kong and Plogan, staying in the trade route here, making sure that Kong and Plogan won't have an easy gold access here. Although they could still opt for trade on water, something they haven't done. It's less efficient because the trade cogs have ridiculous pathing, but it's still an option for some needed gold income. I think the last bit of population could be even on water for... Oh, never mind. Kong has locked the other side here as well. Could go for fish traps, could go for fish eco, but there's no fish to be contested on the left-hand side anymore. So Stratus needs all the pop space he can get on land. Mass skirmishers of Kong and Plogan here now. against whatever Sostratus brings to the field. Is mainly pikes and skirms. And still we have the Cavaliers from Plogan as well. Very healthy production here from Plogan on his home side here. 11 population for Swedish Troll now, desperately trying to get back into it. I can't even see where he's trying to reboom anymore. Alright, Swedish Troll is rebooming in the middle of Plogan and Kong's bases here. I love it. He has all the offensive towers here from earlier, so why not just try to take some map control on this side. 11 population and growing here for Swedish Troll. He is not giving in here. He is going to use his 2 military to the best of his team's ability and try and help Sostratus win the game here. Sostratus, who admittedly has a crazy KD here of 760 to 500 something here, and he's still fighting 1 versus 2 versus 1700, almost 1800 players here. Is crazy. Craziest game I've seen in a while, and it doesn't seem to ever end here. I don't know what the flares are about. The walls to secure trade, maybe. Do they even know that Swedish Troll is rebooming in the middle of everything here? Yeah, probably. Stables for Plogan near Kong's castle as well, well protected here. Could get some good raids in on Sostratus' economy here. Sostratus with a ridiculous score here, but I think the KD and the collected army plays a huge role in this. 777 kills for Sostratus now. Look at the Cavalier production of Plogan now. I think the trade is kicking in now with in terms of gold, or is selling wood for gold maybe, because very consistent Cavalier production here now. Getting iron forging, will have Cavaliers with 12 plus 4 now. 55, 30, almost 100 army total, as Sostratus is down to 18 and is now likely going to be raided to death here. And the GG is called, and what a game it was, with Swedish Troll ending the game with a reboom in the middle of the enemy bases here. My peak point of the game here. I can't. And so Sostratus with a ridiculous hold of 1 versus 2 versus 2, well over 1700 players here. Amazing game. Swedish Troll being taken out of the game finally and never allowed back, though, is what wins Norway be the game here. The population is just too hard for one player to hold. 801 to 640 KD for Sostratus here. Conqueror and Plogan with Conqueror with 475 to 775 here actually, and Plogan with a positive 1 in the end actually. Kong with the superior eco, not a surprise there, looking at the society score with 159 villagers tops, 6 castles as well. Kong taking some good map control there. Sostratus with 4 in very nice strategic spots as well, with the trebs and castles and skirts push he did for a while there. Economy scores again, yeah, in Kong's favor. Tribute sent, Sostratus sent to Swedish Troll, but it wasn't enough to get Swedish Troll back in the military contest. Largest army only 15 for Swedish Troll, but what an annoyance with all of the towers everywhere. We'll look at the uptimes as well. We did see an extended feudal for all of the players here, fighting on water and some towers and scouts on land for Swedish Troll. Seems to like that kind of play. Society, and let's look at the timeline here for the battle events. Kong with this consistent high army all over, and Plogan being constantly harassed by towers and everything, but relocating, rebooming, and getting back into that. Once trade kicks in, it could bring some strong Cavaliers to the field in addition to the amazing Lithuanians trash. What a game, and that's a 1-1 here.